What's up, guys? My name is Adam Hudson from Australia, and I was just on Boss to Boss with Miro. Had a great interview. Can't wait for you guys to hear it. Have a great day. Bye for now.
Hey guys, Steve here. I wanted to tell you about today's sponsor, Nux. It's Nux 3-in-1 Refresher Spray. It's a moisture absorbing spray that's designed specifically for men, especially the undercarriage guys. I mean, on a summer day, if you've ever been out and about, you get all sweaty and sticky, but you don't have time to take a shower, this is the answer. I'm sure you've had that experience, guys, and it sucks. So I want to tell you, this is a game changer. You can use it on your armpits. You know, you can put it on clothing, sports pads, pretty much anything that collects moisture. They actually design this stuff for military applications. So tactical gear, anything that you don't want sticky and you don't want to stink. So visit mynux.com. And, I want to let you know that it has no aluminum ingredients. It's tested to be safe and effective, and it comes in scented or unscented varieties. So again, that's mynux.com. That's myKnucks.com.
What is up, y'all? It's Miro. We slow here like we are slow. Though we really are. Boss to boss, rants and recaps. What do I talk about? I swear. Sometimes I sit here and I wonder and I'm like, what the hell am I going to talk about today? And today's one of those days. Because it's not always like, let me tell you a secret. It's not so easy just coming up with random ass crap to talk about. It's not crap. It's amazing stuff. And I appreciate all you, appreciate all you tuning in, listening in. First and foremost, this episode is brought to you by Nux. Check out mynux.com. It's a men's 3-in-1 refresher spray for your pits, for your undercarriage, for your sports equipment, you name it. You don't want to stink. You don't want you don't want to scare the women away. Check out Nux, mynux, KNUCKS.com. And the best of all, there's no aluminum ingredients. Anyone else out there looking to sponsor our show, our network? We have a sports show. We're working on another daily talk show as well, and a couple other things in the works. Podcasts are not necessarily the newest thing. They've been around, but there's still so much potential, so much growth as radio's dying, as cable's dying. People are switching over to podcasts on demand now, and it's a great avenue to check out. If you're interested, please let us know. info@boss2boss.com. That's boss, the number 2boss.com. Message us, hit us up, Facebook, Instagram. But back to what I was trying to talk about. They make me say these things. I swear, they make me. What do you talk about? Like, I want you right now as a little, like, just assignment, kind of go and put a damn mic in front of you or your phone and start rambling on for 10, 15, 20 minutes, just about anything, and just do it. And you know what? Once you do that a couple of times, turn the camera on, start recording yourself. Not no little 10-second Snapchat, not a 1-minute Instagram, but do it for 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. You'll see. It's not the easiest thing to do. I've done this thing for a little while now. I love it. And sometimes, for some reason, every time I feel like I have nothing else left to say and I'm about to go blank and this is it, and I'm about to throw in the white towel. Let's be real. I'm not throwing in no towel anytime soon. I still keep pumping up something. I can't even talk today. Still keep pumping out something new, something different. And things just come to my mind. Things just sort of flow. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if I just like the spotlight. I like to be in front of the camera, in front of the mic. But it's not easy at the same time, is what I'm trying to say. I hope that you can sort of, try it out. And, at the end of the day, it's a great experience. Like, I love promoting podcasting, not just that. Like, this is nothing, like, I love helping people start up podcasts. Anybody want to start up a podcast, I will, help you out. I'm here for you. I love to talk about them. It's such an amazing tool that you can use for everything in your life, because here you are, you're storytelling, you're running your own reality TV show, you're over here talking, you're communicating, you are working your vocal cords, you are doing improv because you're coming up with new things, you're stringing out different ideas to each other. This is one form of when you just talk by yourself on your own. But then you have the interviews, which is something else that I love doing. And there you're developing your interpersonal skills because you're talking with somebody else. You're using body cues, facial I guess language and cues and all that stuff. And then you're in turn more confident when you actually see and do other interviews, and you actually have to do this for a job, or you have to do it to as part of your career, whatever it is. You have an important interview, or you're just talking to your mother-in-law, which we know how much that one sucks. You'll get better at it because of podcasting. And I definitely think it's easier to do interviews, even though I get more nervous. And it's nice, it's beautiful, especially when it's like a bigger name. And in the very beginning, when you're interviewing someone, you don't want to fuck up, and you want to make sure you're perfect, you're asking the right questions, and they're engaged, they're having fun. There's a million thoughts going through your head. Is this person looking at me weird, especially if it's video? Though I think it's easier because a lot of times, as long as you're keeping it flowing, you're keeping up interviewee comfortable, you're asking the right questions, you're engaged, it's fun, they'll run with it. They're gonna spit out a lot of that content. I don't really know the numbers, but probably they talk 60-75% of the time. Honestly, maybe even more, maybe 80-85. Whereas if you're doing like the solo show and you're actually here rambling on, as I do once a week, which I used to do a whole lot more back in Love the Journey days, which was my original podcast, which check it out if you ever want to see how much times have changed. Check out my original podcast, Love the Journey. That's a classic, that's for sure. And I guess this is what I'm trying to say is this is a great way to work and practice on yourself. This is a skill that's so vital to everything you do. It's communication, communication 101. That was like a required class, wasn't it? In most colleges, or at least 101 and 102. Like, this is it. Like, you are communicating, and you're not just communicating to yourself. Once a podcast is released, the beauty of it is anybody can listen to it. Anybody in the world, pretty much. Granted, wherever you are and you have access, podcasts will stay there. I mean, I don't know if they're going to go away one day. Maybe they will. I'm sure just like other things go extinct or just technology, dates them. Podcasts might too one day. But for the most part, it's not going to happen anytime soon, and probably not in our lifetime. I mean, I don't know for sure. You can't predict a lot of things that happen. But podcasts are there. They stay online. They stay on servers. There's always, as long as you keep a backup of it, hopefully nothing crashes and burns. They're going to be there. They're usually, once they're released, they stay out there. They're on all these different platforms, and people could listen to them. People could go back into time, go back 5 years and listen 10 years, however old the podcast is, and they could check it out. They could listen to it. They could see what kind of fool you were 5-10 years ago when you were talking nonsense out of your recording podcasts out of your car as you're on the way to work. So it's a cool thing. It's a cool skill. It's something that I highly promote, and it's something that I will keep on doing because it gets me out of my comfort zone. It makes me think. It makes me work on all these different communication skills that then I can utilize towards other things and avenues, which one has been, I kind of briefly touched up on this recently, but we had like our first kind of formal company meeting. Probably a little over 10, around 10 of us showed up. Not everybody did, but it was just kind of like a bigger meeting that I had for Hodgepodge. So this is to the business that I started a couple of years back with a business partner. And I kind of, naturally I was leading the meeting, and this definitely helped me because the meeting started and I'm like, oh shit. Like normally I talk to, my workers and stuff, maybe 2, 3 at a time. It's never a big deal. Maybe over the phone because I work remote all the time. I'm constantly, all over Chicago, depending on where I need to be that given date and time. And here I am sitting in front of at least 10 individuals, and kind of like it was first of all, I want to backtrack. It was very enlightening. It was very time kind of froze because I'm sitting here and I'm like, damn, this, I used to be sitting at these meetings. I think I talked about this before, but it just really it really hit home. It's like I used to be sitting at these meetings. I used to be the one getting talked to, and like here I am kind of leading the group, leading the troops, my speech before the Battle of Gettysburg, or whichever battle you want to think of. But I initially got a little nervous, and I always do. I always do. And like I say, and I will say this again, I've said this before, and getting nervous is good. Getting the butterflies, getting bugs, getting like stuck and freezing, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It just means that you're alive. It means that what's happening is real. You can feel it. Pinch yourself. Like it's real. It's happening. It's going on. And it's nice. So that moment, like it started happening, I started talking. I started kind of getting a little sweaty, started talking a little fast right away. And then I kind of like got up off my seat because I was like sitting in front of everyone. I realized like, what the hell, why am I sitting anyways? And I guess for me, as you might notice, I like to kind of mimic movements or move around a little bit. That gets me kind of going, hyped up, gets me in the zone. So I kind of started walking around a little bit, pacing, but not too much. And I told myself like, man, dude, you talk to like gazillions of people on your podcast. Like, shit, what's wrong with you? Just do what you got to do, man. Crush it. And like instantly, I just like, I snapped out of it, and I was like, hell yeah. Like, this is it. This is me. This is Miro. I'm fucking here. I'm going to crush it. And I'm going to talk to you guys, and we're going to go back and forth. This meeting is for you guys. I want to hear what you all want to say. I'm not going to sit here and preach because that's not what I do. And that's not what I'll ever do. But yeah, kind of just like a full circle of why podcasts are important, why speaking is important. Granted, maybe you are the best ever non-speaker and you have a role where you just sit there at a computer and you pound shit away and you crush it and you're fucking happy and you love life. Power to you. Maybe this isn't for you. But if you're not that individual and you like talk and you like you like the feeling it gives you when you do it, or you know the power of it, then keep on listening. Hopefully you get a tip or two. Hopefully I could help you out. Hopefully I inspire you to try it out, because it may not always be easy, but it sure is worth it. Podcasting is fun. So is talking, and so is life. So keep on crushing it. Hope you crush the rest of your week. We'll be talking again soon. This was a little motivational. I felt like I brought it back with this episode, back to the Love the Journey days, because I would always have a little motivational talk. I used to do them in the mornings a lot. And it was kind of like my little daily motivational talk, especially like to some of my friends and colleagues, get them going, get them, involved, and get them going to work and enjoying life. So, here I am, that's right. Smile. If you're listening to the podcast, I'm smiling, and I hope you are too. Crush the rest of your week. We'll be talking again soon. Peace.
That is all for this episode of Boss to Boss. Your next step is to visit bosstoboss.com, where you will find proven techniques followed by professionals to help you make that next step. Again, that is boss2boss.com. And remember, the time is now.